Just before we look at the TA for Bitcoin, don't forget to visit our website, bpoi.uk. Have a look around. Quite a lot of information on the website, and then you've got click here to sign up. So just click on this particular button. That takes you to bpoi.uk join. And then just have a look at the membership plan. So just want to do a month, $40, 6 months, $100, 12 months, $150. And we got some lifetime memberships as well, 49 lifetime memberships left, $200. So well worth the money. And then obviously take a look around the website and look at the different channels. If you want to join our free Telegram channel, just click on this button here. And then as long as you've got a Telegram account, just click on the view in Telegram and that'll take you to our free channel. We do post quite a bit of information in the free channel, and we'll answer any of your questions, whether that be on a setup that you're looking at or something that we've posted. Okay, cheers guys. Evening guys, 10:45 Monday night. Just having a look at Bitcoin, so just a bit of a recap as to where we're at. So we're edging closer to this upper trend line. I just want to go through what to potentially expect and what we're looking for. What would be the ideal scenario and what's potentially going to happen, both bullish and bearish. So you'll notice I've just tidied up this broadening wedge. I've just moved it forward. It was sort of this end, but I've just moved it forward lightly, just tightened up the trend line. So we can see we've had a number of touches on this upper trend line. Okay, potentially looking for another touch of this upper trend line here, which would coincide with a breakout. We've also had a number of touches on this lower trend line as well. So I'm looking at this being more accurate than the one that we were using previously, because the price action has obviously moved on since then. Okay, broadening wedge tends to be a bearish pattern, so this is a price reversal pattern. So the likelihood is, or normally, that you would have a breakdown out of this pattern, but we haven't seen that yet because we've been holding the lower trend line and upper trend lines. Okay, so we're just watching at the moment to see what happens. We've had this really strong move up, so after this move down we held the trend line. Okay, traded along the bottom a little bit, and then basically the markets opened in the US, and the markets opened strong. Okay, so the S&P 500 literally rallied. Okay, that pushed the price of Bitcoin up as well, because there's obviously a degree of correlation between the two. So globally, stock markets were looking pretty healthy and starting to rally a little bit, and that was the same with regards to Bitcoin as well. So as soon as the market opened, Bitcoin started to rally. Okay, so important to keep an eye on when the stock markets open in the US and around the world. Since then, we've just been, so if we go to the 5-minute time frame, we'll just reset the chart quickly. Go to the 5-minute time frame, we can see that Bitcoin has been trading. So since this move up, been trading in this upward channel. Okay, so generally there's a 68% chance that the price action will break down from this particular pattern. Okay, if we see a break up out of this pattern, we potentially could get a very strong move upwards out of Bitcoin. And I think we might see a break of this upper trend line of the falling wedge we've been trading in. Okay, we're literally about 1% away from this upper trend line. So what am I expecting? Very difficult to say, to be fair. I would like to see a test of this upper trend line within the next few hours, ideally. I think the longer we continue in this pattern, the more likelihood is we're going to break down. Okay, so ideally we need to be seeing a test of this upper trend line, so a break up out of this pattern, test of this trend line, and then see what happens. Are we going to get rejected, in which case we would see a move down, or are we going to break out if we can get the volume? So we're looking for volume like we've seen here. If we can get the volume, are we going to break out, retest, and then start to move higher and start to put in these higher highs and higher lows? Okay, so I don't know which way it's going to go at the moment. My concern is the indicators are looking a bit overbought. So you got the 1 hour indicator overbought, stock RSI overbought, MACD starting to turn, although very bullish. Histogram's telling us starting to turn. And then the RSI also very bullish, 70, so quite high on the RSI. You know, potentially we're going to see, it hasn't been this high for some time, so potentially we're going to see a move down from the RSI. If we see all of these move down together, strong probability that we will move down to at least 37,508 support level, if not test the bottom of this broadening wedge. Okay, Same with the 4 hour. So 4 hour, okay, bullish MACD cross on the RSI, on the bullish MACD cross. RSI 60.25, so bullish RSI at the moment, but stock RSI heading into overbought as well. Okay, so are we going to see this start to roll over? Okay, and then the RSI move down, in which case again we would see a move down. Same with the daily. Okay, so the daily stock RSI overbought on the stock RSI. Okay, bullish MACD. Sorry, phone's going off. Bullish MACD, but on the RSI on the daily time frame, we've had a break of this trend line, which we haven't been able to do since the 20th of October. So this is a really bullish move for Bitcoin. Okay, but we're still seeing, you know, indicators to a degree overbought, particularly the stock RSI. So we've got to keep an eye on the MACD. But if the 4 hour starts to move down, then we're likely to see a rollover on the daily as well. Okay, because the 4 hour is an indication of what's going to happen on the larger time frames. So it's very, very difficult to say at the moment whether Bitcoin is going to break out, retest and move higher, or whether we're going to see a breakout, fake out, and then a move back into the pattern, or whether we're even going to break out of this channel that we're trading in at the moment. Are we just going to see a breakdown from this channel? In which case we might test 37,508, trade in this area, indicators cool off, and then we're looking to challenge that upper trend line again. Okay, so let's just quickly remind ourselves what's happened previously when we've tested this trend line. Okay, we can see here when we tested first time, rejection, moved down to the bottom trend line. We almost tested it again, moved down. Tested it again, upper trend line, moved down. Tested it again, upper trend line, move down. So we're testing it again at the moment. If we see a move down, potentially we're going to see anything between 28 and 32 Bitcoin pricing. So ideally we need to break out and then just start to move higher. But with regards to the indicators, I'm just not sure we're going to have enough buy-in volume to be able to do it. I think people will be looking at the same thing and thinking, I don't think we're going to do it on this occasion. Let's retest the lows, let the indicators cool off, and then let's break out a bit further down. Potentially we're going to see, you know, a double bottom pattern. So the price action might roll over. We'll see the double bottom, and then we'll see, you know, strong bullish reversal pattern. We'll see that breakout. So I'm not 100% sure we're going to break out on this occasion, but everyone seems to be extremely bullish. Okay, a lot of people are extremely bullish on Bitcoin at the moment, and the hype machine is certainly in play. So there is a possibility that we will break out. So I know I'm being a little bit vague, but I guess what I'm saying is don't be trading in this particular area at the moment. If you look to short the market, okay, there's a probability that we'll break out. If you long the market, there's a probability that we'll get rejected. We're kind of in, I call it no man's land. It's just not worth trading in these areas. Your areas of value right now are basically breakout retest. So we break out retest, move higher. You're looking to long Bitcoin if that happens. But I would need a few candle closes, few 4 hour candle closes, I would say, above the trend upper trend line to make me want to long Bitcoin. But equally, if we do move down, your area value is potentially in this area around about 37,508, or the lower trend line of the broadening wedge that we're trading in, which is a similar area, to be fair. Okay, so the area values at the moment. So let's see if we can hold this rising channel that we're trading in. Again, 68% chance that this moves down, but let's see if that happens, and let's see if we can break this upper trend line. We've got the monthly candle close tonight as well, so we'll analyze that tomorrow and we'll go through that in a bit more detail. But that should give us an indication as to how the month is going to pan out. But even on the weekly, monthly time frames, it's looking quite bearish. Okay, I mean the monthly takes you know, an age to play out, but if you look at the MACD on the monthly at the moment, so if I just zoom in on the MACD on the monthly, look, we just had that bearish cross on the monthly. Okay, now what is that going to tell us when we get the monthly close that's coming up at 12 o'clock tonight? Okay, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to the price action when we get that monthly candle close. Okay, will we see a sharp move down at midnight or 1 o'clock once we have the monthly candle close? Not sure at the moment, so look after your wallet, and let's just watch to see what happens, see how it unfolds. Okay, chat soon. Cheers.